Hillsborough County Public Schools is the seventh largest school district in the United States. We have over 220,000 students, over 29 million square feet, and over 230 schools.
Slide Middle Magnet School lies in the sixth highest zip code for children living in poverty in the entire state of Florida. It was always known as a failing school, an underperforming school, a fighting school. I originally started coming out here to give birthday parties to kids that couldn't afford to have birthday parties because I never had a birthday party as a kid. I was labeled a kid that would be dead or in jail by the time I was 16. But I got a chance to go to a place called the Florida Sheriff's Boys Ranch up in Live Oak, Florida. The guy at the Boys Ranch by the name of Mr. Patrick Minogue called me to the office and said, you know, why do you think you get into trouble all the time? I said, I don't know, man, I'm just a bad kid. He said, there's no such thing as a bad kid. He said, I love you and I believe in you. Nobody had ever told me that they believed that I can do anything. It was always the complete opposite. This school was a great opportunity for me to be connected to kids that were much like myself. A lot of times when people are in that situation, they think a certain way. But when you start seeing change and you start seeing the best of the best, it gives you hope that, hey, you know, we're just as good as everybody else.
Education is one of those things where the pendulum swings a lot. Designing for the future is, what does that look like now? It's not what it's gonna look like in 5 years.
We've got to continue to create and build out the new way of learning, because the days of sitting in front of a classroom and trying to connect with kids, those days are long gone.
And so I wanted to try to help these kids compete academically. I wanted them to be able to compete socially. I want these kids to feel like they can go out and they can be rock stars in any situation that they go into in life.
What we're doing is try to find that correlation of student achievement and how technology can partner to make that happen.
We started by putting the kids in a house system derived from meeting Ron Clark in the Ron Clark Academy. His is all based on Harry Potter. Ours is based on accountability and competition. And then we started adding to the school. We're the last school in the entire school district to have a track and field, and last school that got a gym.
It's so important that every one of our students are not compliantly engaged, but authentically engaged. And one of the ways that we do that is through having voice controls. Our teachers strain so much to be able to connect with the student from one side of the classroom to the next.
Audio Enhancement took a tour of the school. They said, we'll take you through a demonstration, show you how it works.
I'm a data person as an educator, and seeing the data that is supported and that Audio Enhancement has for what they do, that was a big part for me. And as soon as I saw it, I knew that I liked it.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, this is unbelievable.
What Audio Enhancement allows us to do is bring equity in the forefront of our classrooms.
We can help change engagement of students. We can change the academic performance.
It's an inclusive approach where teachers are facilitating the learning process and students are really driving the work and demonstrating ownership.
The most powerful thing a WWE superstar possesses is not his physical moves. What you say is what sells tickets. It's how it gets people into the building. It changes people.
And through the Audio Enhancement Initiative, we get a chance to do that every day.
So at Slide Middle School right now, we've got Audio Enhancement, a microphone and the 4 speakers in the classroom. That's a wonderful setup for our teachers.
The microphone permeates throughout the entire classroom, from one side to the next.
The ease at which every corner of the room can hear teacher's instruction, it does just radically change the in-class experience. It holds students' attention better and brings them into the classroom environment.
Making sure that every word is heard, every instruction is heard, and that everyone hears the same thing.
So proximity to the teacher isn't as significant.
The teacher is speaking clear as day, and then watching a kid read the answer and answer it on a microphone.
To voice and defend their claims and to be able to be actively engaged in the learning process.
For them, that one moment is their WrestleMania moment or their Super Bowl winning moment.
Communication is key to create the safest, most efficient educational environment.
With the Epic system, you can touch right on whatever room you want to go into, and you say, hey, I need such and such at the office, and it doesn't interrupt any other classroom.
And now the info view is here. In each of our classrooms, we've got the screen, we've got the intercom system that's all tied in together. We can share information.
Something as simple as, hey, welcome to Ms. Williams' class, and then a voice message from me or from any other celebrity saying, hey, today is gonna be an awesome day, Cougar Pride, roar.
At the end of the day, it's all about ROI. What's our return on investment? Audio Enhancement's one where we see that return on investment, not just from the teacher, but also from the students.
The first year right out of the gate, we had a 67-point increase in our school grade. We're already celebrating as a school district having the highest gains ever in the history of this school district.
Audio enhancement put us into the 22nd century of learning to have greater interaction, greater communication with our students.
What we're doing here can really be a poster child for how education can change, not only here in Hillsborough County, but throughout the state and throughout the country.
This is only the first wave of how we transform our classrooms, because we know there's more innovation to come, and we hope to be a great partner in that process.